Good morning guys, it's James at TitaniumGeek, and I've just managed to get in a little bit early before the rest of the press crowd arrives to have a crack on this, the Saris MP1, or Motion Platform 1. I think this in itself is a very good example of how products come to market. The idea for the MP1 has been sat in Saris for about the last 10 years, and they've decided only now we've got a large sort of homebrew community producing rocker plates, that today is a good time to bring forth a product that you can go out and buy. But they are pricing it very much towards, the top end of the market here, $1,200. I mean, if you look at some of the things that have been revealed at Eurobike this week, the prices are very, very high for a lot of people, and it does make you wonder about the actual utility of the product until you get on it. Now, we've seen a lot of motion platforms that can go side to side quite happily, but we've also got a fore and aft movement here, which is actually something you have on a bike normally, but is actually removed when you're on the road. So one of the things that they've needed to do to give that smooth experience is have that forward and aft motion. They're sort of infinity engine almost, if you will. A lot of the homebrew devices, they use foam or rubber balls, heck, even tennis balls at times, to help with that movement. Here, we've got a much more industrial setup, and that's where your money is going to. We've got leaf springs underneath, not that actually dissimilar from your original Land Rover Defender, which is kind of giving you an idea of why this thing has been pitched at the price it has been. The intention from Saris is to have this product able to fit any trainer that's out there on the market.
There's 6 slots at the back of the trainer, which are metal lined, along with 2 at the front which connect to their unique riser block. I say unique because a lot of the time riser blocks simply increase the height of your front wheel in order to help out with your chain. However, with the Saris MP1, the riser is actually curved along with 2 Velcro attachments in order to give you the maximum chance of keeping in place. One of the things you don't want is to be slipping off a rocker plate.
So I've just had a chat with Saris about their MP1, and one of the questions was, why was it, like a lot of the things that TAC have in their warehouse of unfulfilled dreams, never came out and have only seen the light of day at the moment? Apparently one of the reasons being, previously Saris had tried to reduce the saddle pressure by having a larger flywheel. We're really looking at sort of the pro racers, the people who've got those massive legs and able to produce the watts. Unfortunately, it doesn't work quite as well for mere mortals. And now that indoor training is becoming such an important aspect of not only fitness generally, but how cyclists look at their, their approaching race season, it was considered that now is the time to actually bring out, an independent manufacturer rocker plate, something that has all of the rough edges, smoothed down. They've had the engineering time, and they've really focused on the design. You can buy it out of the box, and it will fit your kit. One of the things I found very, very entertaining when talking to the rep is, of all the trainers you can put on this, the one they've had the most irritation with is their own H3, because of how wide they've had the arms in order to maintain the stability of that particular trainer. Overall, you can see where they're going with the action here. The forwards and backwards motion, it's so smooth, you don't really think about it. The Neo, with its 5% sway, kind of has a sharpness to it. You can feel the edges. They're very, I've hit the extremes of the lean, I've hit the extremes of the movement. As I'm sitting here talking to you on this, I'm not really aware of it. It's actually, what's the phrase I want? It's comfortable, and that's a really surprising thing that I haven't found while sitting on a trainer. I have a kicker desk in the office, and I'll frequently sit there typing, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. There's plenty of space at the front, which is why we've got that narrow trapezoid shape, so your kicker desk would be compatible with the Saris MP1. And I could actually see it improving my typing experience much more than anything else. So perhaps that's something for you keyboard warriors to think about as another reason to engage with one of these things, and maybe write it off as a tax expense. Right, Apart from, I think I'll leave my accounting hijinks and say cheerio. Thanks for that. Take care.